Morning light touched the tall glass doors of the city hotel. The lobby felt bright and busy. Suitcases rolled over the floor. A small water wall whispered near the chairs. The front desk team smiled and typed fast. Guests came and went like a calm river. The hotel manager, Mr. Carter, stood behind a marble column and watched the room. He liked order. He liked plans. He checked the clock, checked the plants, checked the line at the desk. He wanted everything to look perfect. Today was important. A brand inspector was due later. The team had cleaned the lobby twice. The flowers were fresh. The coffee smell was warm and friendly. Then the glass doors opened again. A woman walked in with a steady, confident step. She wore a navy suit and clean white shoes. Her hair was neat. Her eyes were gentle and alert. She carried a simple leather bag and a thin black folder. She paused near the map of local places like she was getting the room's feeling. Then she turned to the front desk with a small, calm smile. Mr. Carter watched her. She did not look like the usual business traveler to him. She did not go straight to the check-in line. She looked around as if she was studying the space. She touched the edge of a chair to test how steady it was. He felt a tiny worry in his chest. He told himself, "It is my job to protect this place." He nodded to a clerk, then stepped closer to see. The woman did not rush. She stood with good posture. She looked at the staff name tags. She noticed the bellhops. She looked at the welcome sign. She seemed to notice everything in a calm, careful way. A bellhop smiled at her. She smiled back and thanked him for the welcome sign like she meant it. Mr. Carter felt the clock in his head tick louder. He was thinking of the brand inspector and the surprise checks. He was thinking of strangers who sometimes wandered in and caused small problems. He did not want any delay. He did not want noise or confusion today. He breathed in slow. He told himself to stay polite, but his mind kept scanning for risk. The woman moved toward the desk, but she did not join the line. She stood a few feet away, waiting for an open moment. She opened her bag, took out the thin black folder and held it in both hands. She looked ready to speak with someone in charge. Mr. Carter gave a quick signal to a security guard at the far corner. The guard, a tall man named Luis, nodded once. He did not walk over yet. He just watched. At the front desk, guests were asking about Wi-Fi, late checkout, and breakfast coupons. The phones rang. The printers clicked. The shift leader, Maria, worked fast. She lifted her eyes and saw the woman waiting with the folder. Maria offered a friendly nod, the same she gave to all guests. The woman returned a soft nod. She did not push in front of anyone. She waited, calm. Her gaze moved across the lobby again, like she cared about the whole picture, not just the desk. She noticed a child holding a toy. She noticed a housekeeper adjusting a pillow on the lobby sofa. She noticed a small scuff on the brass rail near the elevator, and her eyes paused there for half a second like she marked it in her mind. Mr. Carter's thoughts grew tighter. Why is she observing the rail? He wondered. Is she taking notes? Is she here for some complaint? He did not want a scene. He did not want surprise audits before the team was ready. He decided to approach, but he stopped when a delivery cart rattled by. He stepped back behind the column again and adjusted his tie. The woman checked her watch. Then she glanced toward the back office door like she knew where management worked. She lifted the folder slightly and her smile grew a little brighter, as if she was about to introduce herself and begin something positive. Mr. Carter saw the folder again and felt a prick of fear. He thought of legal letters, property disputes, sudden insurance claims. He thought of the last time a stranger had walked in with papers. It had been a small issue, but it had taken hours. He did not want that on this day. He gave another small signal. This time the guard started walking. Not fast, not rude, just steady and present the way good security moves. The guard's face was kind. He kept his hands open near his sides. He respected people and liked quiet solutions. The woman saw the guard approach. She did not look upset. She gave him the same soft, polite smile. She held the folder in a peaceful way, not tight, not secret. Her shoulders were relaxed. Her voice when she spoke was warm and steady. "Good morning," she said. "Is the manager available? I would like a short meeting." Her voice carried just enough to reach the front desk and the guard. It was not loud. It was not sharp. It sounded like a friend asking for help, not like a complaint ready to explode. Mr. Carter felt both relief and tension. She was asking for him, so at least there would be no loud scene at the desk. But the word meeting made his heart thump once more. He checked his tie again. He stepped out from behind the column. "I am the manager," he said with a polite tone. "How may I help you today?" The woman turned to face him fully. Her eyes were kind and focused. Up close, Mr. Carter saw the small details he had missed from a distance. The careful stitching of her suit, the clean lines of her folder, a tiny gold pin on her lapel with the hotel brand's first letter. "Thank you," she said. "I will be brief." The lobby grew a little quieter in his ears. He could still hear the printers and the phones, but they felt far away. The guard stood a respectful distance behind the woman. The front desk team looked over, ready to help if needed. The woman placed the folder on the marble counter between them. She opened it with calm hands. Inside, papers were arranged with neat tabs. The first page had today's date in clear print. A matching logo sat at the top. She lifted the first page, then looked into the manager's eyes. Her smile did not change. It stayed warm and steady, like a light in a safe room. "I believe this will explain," she said. She turned the page toward him, and the lobby seemed to hold its breath. Mr. Carter looked at the page the woman turned toward him. The header showed the hotel brand's logo. The date at the top was today. The text was neat and clear. Still, his mind felt busy, like many doors opening at once. He wanted to read every line, but the lobby needed him too. Phones rang. A guest waved for help. The coffee bar called out a drink order. The woman saw his worry and spoke in a calm voice. "I know this is a busy hour," she said gently. "I can be quick. May I confirm your name?" "Carter," he said, steady but cautious. "I am the manager." "Thank you, Mr. Carter," she replied with a kind nod. "My name is Ava. I asked for you by name when I booked my morning visit." He looked at her again, now noticing the tiny details he had missed. The simple pin on her lapel, the careful tabs in the folder, the way she spoke, firm yet warm, like someone used to solving problems without noise. Luis, the guard, stood a respectful distance away, open hands, soft eyes, no rush in his posture. Ava tapped the top page once, a light touch. "This letter is from the brand office," she said, "regarding a change in a site visit. It includes today's date and the list of items to check. I plan to arrive early to avoid a busy time, but I see your morning is always full." "It is," Mr. Carter said, then felt his own voice soften. "We try to keep the lobby smooth." "You have done well," she said, and her smile reached her eyes. "Your team is quick and polite. I noticed a small scuff on the brass by the elevator. We can note that for the maintenance list. Otherwise, the space is bright and welcoming." He blinked. He expected pressure. He expected a complaint. Instead, he heard a simple, balanced note. Praise first, then one small fix. It sounded like a coach, not a critic. "Thank you," he said slowly. "We will polish the brass today." A guest approached the desk with a question about the pool. Mr. Carter turned halfway, ready to jump in, but Maria, the shift leader, stepped forward and helped the guest with ease. Ava noticed Maria's grace and offered a friendly wave. Maria smiled back, a little unsure but pleased. "May we speak at the desk so you can see your team while we talk?" Ava asked. "No need to leave the floor." "I know how important that is." Mr. Carter nodded. He appreciated that. He kept his post and moved just enough so Ava could lay her folder on the marble, not far from the bell and the key card printer. Luis leaned near a column, still present, still kind. Ava turned the first page back to him. "This is the letter from the brand office," she said. "It outlines the check-in procedure for a transition visit. It says to coordinate with the general manager for a brief tour and a team hello." The words transition visit rang in his mind. He thought of franchises, new contracts, new partners, new rules. He took a slow breath. "I see the logo and the signature," he said carefully. "It looks proper." "Do you also have ID?" "Of course," Ava said. She opened a small wallet and placed a card near the letter. The card matched the logo. It carried her name and role. The photo showed her in the same calm expression. No push. No rush. Luis gave a tiny nod to Mr. Carter. The guard had a habit. He watched faces and hands. Ava's hands were steady. Her eyes were clear. Nothing in her voice tried to squeeze or shame. The guard relaxed even more, like a door quietly closing on a noisy street. "Thank you," Mr. Carter said. "Can you share the purpose of the visit in simple terms?" "Yes," Ava said, smiling. "I am here to do 3 things. First, say hello to you and the team. Second, see the lobby, front desk, and a standard room. Third, Share a short plan for service training. Greet, help, then ask. It is a simple flow that keeps the welcome warm and fair to every guest. Greet, help, then ask, he echoed. The words felt right. Sometimes the desk did the steps in the wrong order. Questions first, help later. He had seen guests shrink from that. He had seen smiles fade. Ava continued. I also have a small note from the brand office about an ownership matter. That part is written clearly inside. But before we get to that, I want to make sure your lobby runs smoothly. Your team is doing well, Mr. Carter. I want them to feel supported, not stressed. He studied her face. He did not see a trap. He saw a person who wanted things to be better without blame. He heard no harsh words, only simple steps. Would you like water or coffee? He asked, surprised at his own shift in tone. Water would be nice, she said. He poured a glass and handed it to her. She thanked him with a nod that felt genuine. A guest near the window dropped a map. Ava noticed, walked over, picked it up, and handed it back with a soft, "Here you go." The guest smiled, thanked her, and went on. Ava returned to the desk like she did such things every day. Mr. Carter glanced at the letter again. The final paragraph mentioned documents related to the transition. He looked up. There is more in the folder. Yes, Ava said. I like to show things in a gentle order. First the letter, so you see the official visit. Then the next page with details, and the next page, he asked careful, contains the summary of the change. She said simply, it also has the contact at the brand office in case you want to call. I welcome that. He was quiet for a moment. It mattered that she welcomed a call. People who hide do not invite calls. People who stand on truth do. Luis shifted his weight and gave Mr. Carter another small, calm nod. Maria finished with the pool guest and looked over, ready to assist if needed. The lobby hummed, but the space around the folder felt clear like a small island of focus. Ava placed her fingertips on the folder, not possessive, just steady. Mr. Carter, she said in that same warm voice, I know change can feel heavy. I like to begin with respect. Your hotel is a public place, but it is also a living room for the city. People arrive tired, worried, or excited. Our job is to be simple and kind first. Simple and kind, he repeated. Yes, Ava said. Then we can handle details. She lifted the letter so it faced him again and softly tapped the date at the top. Today's date, clear and bold. This is our starting point, she said. All else follows from this. She turned the next page, but kept it just out of his view for one more second, letting the room hold its breath once again. Ava turned the next page and placed it flat on the marble. The header matched the brand logo again. Below it were short bullet points. Welcome plan, lobby check, room check, training steps. It looked simple and friendly, not heavy or legal. Mr. Carter felt his shoulders loosen a little. He could work with lists. Lists made sense. First, Ava said softly, we do a short walk around the lobby. Second, we check one standard room. Third, we speak with the team for 10 minutes. I want to hear what they need. After that, I will show the transition note, Mr. Carter nodded. He liked this pace. He liked that she was not rushing him. He called to Maria, please arrange access to a standard room after the lobby walk. Maria gave a thumbs up and moved with her usual calm speed. They started the lobby walk side by side. Ava noticed small things with a kind eye. A water glass that needed refilling, a brochure that sat crooked, a welcome card that could be moved closer to the bell. She did not point with a sharp finger. She placed each item gently and smiled at the clerk. Looks great, she said. Thank you for keeping it tidy. The clerk stood taller. The bellhop smiled wide. Even Luis, still near the column, felt the air grow lighter. At the elevator, Ava paused at the brass rail. This will shine nicely after a quick polish, she said. Guests love reflections. Reflections say we care. Mr. Carter made a note on his phone. Polish brass, refill water, straighten brochures. He felt proud that these were small, doable tasks, not big problems. They checked a standard room. Ava ran a finger along the desk to check dust, then smiled. Clean, she said. She opened and closed the curtains. Smooth, she said. She looked at the welcome card on the pillow. Warm, she said. Mr. Carter breathed easier. He wanted the housekeepers to hear this praise later. Back at the desk, Ava set the folder down again. Thank you, she said. Your team cares. That is clear. She lifted a final tab. Now I will share the transition note. It is simple and positive, Mr. Carter nodded, ready. Ava turned the page. On it was a short letter with the brand logo and a second logo he did not know well. The lines were brief. A change in ownership structure, a new majority partner, a plan for training and support. It was written in calm language. No push, no threats, just facts. He read the name beside majority partner. It matched Ava's card. He looked up, surprised, then looked down again to make sure. The letters did not change. The name stayed the same. Ava stood steady, kind as always, waiting for his eyes to return to hers. To be clear, she said gently, I am your new majority owner. I did not want to start with titles. I wanted to start with people. The lobby sound softened in Mr. Carter's ears as if the water wall turned down. He saw the morning again, the glass doors, the flowers, the team moving with purpose, and now he saw it through a new frame. He had called security on the person who had come to support them all. He felt heat in his cheeks. Words stuck for a second. Then he found the simple ones. Thank you for telling me, he said, voice low and honest. I appreciate your calm. Ava's smile did not change. We will lead with welcome, she said. Together, Luis let out a quiet breath he did not know he held. Maria looked over, reading the room with wide eyes, waiting for the next step. Ava placed one more page on the desk, a short, bright sheet with a title at the top. Kindness first, greet, help, ask. She tapped it once, inviting the whole team to lean in. Shall we begin with the staff room? She asked. Mr. Carter nodded, heart steady now. But the elevator chimed, and a guest with a press badge stepped out, raising a hand with a curious smile. The guest with the press badge smiled and lowered his hand. No rush, he said in a friendly voice. I can wait. He stepped to the side and pulled out a small notebook. He was a travel writer staying for one night. He had planned to write about the city's museums, not the hotel. Now he was curious but polite. Ava thanked him with a nod, then turned to Mr. Carter. Let us greet the team first, she said. People come before papers. They walked to the staff room behind the lobby. It was neat and bright with a coffee pot, a table, and a wallboard that showed schedules and birthdays. Maria gathered the front desk clerks. Housekeeping sent 2 supervisors. The bellhop slipped in, still smiling. Luis stood near the door to give the team space but stayed part of the circle. Ava placed the kindness first, greet, help, ask sheet in the center of the table. Good morning, she said, voice warm. My name is Ava. I am here to support you. Today we begin with a small talk about welcome. We will keep it short and simple. She held up one finger. First, greet. Look up, smile, say hello. She held up a second finger. Second, help. Offer something kind and useful. A glass of water, a map, a clear answer. She held up a third finger. Third, ask. After we help, we can ask for details, ID, card, booking code. When we do it in this order, guests feel safe and respected. The team nodded. It felt natural when she said it. They practiced a quick round. Maria played a tired traveler. A clerk greeted and offered water before asking for a last name. Everyone smiled at how easy it felt. Mr. Carter watched the room. He saw shoulders drop. He saw faces soften. He saw how a simple order could change the day. Ava continued, we also care for each other. If a teammate looks stressed, greet, help, and ask inside the team too. Hi, you okay? Can I take one guest for you? Do you need 5 minutes? Kindness is not only for guests. It is our work language. Then she did something quiet and strong. She turned to Mr. Carter. I must say one more thing, she said. When I entered the lobby, security was called. I understand it was a busy morning. I also understand quick judgments can happen. Today we choose a better habit. Mr. Carter felt the room's eyes turn to him. He did not hide. I am sorry, he said plainly. I judged too fast. I will do better. I will lead this order, greet, help, ask every day. Ava gave a gentle nod. Thank you, she said. Growth is brave. Luis spoke next, voice low and steady. I am sorry as well, he said. Next time I will start with a hello and a glass of water. Then I will ask how I can assist. The team looked at Ava. She smiled. This is how a hotel feels like home, she said. Not because we never make mistakes, but because we fix them with care. She handed out small cards with the 3 steps printed on them. On the back was a short reminder. See the person. Then see the paper. Shall we take this back to the lobby? Ava asked. Let guests feel the new energy. They returned as a group. The travel writer closed his notebook and approached with a kind grin. I promise one question only, he said. What changed in this lobby today? Ava looked at the team, then at Mr. Carter. We did, she said. The writer nodded, pleased. May I quote that? He asked. Before Ava could answer, the elevator chimed again. A family stepped out, tired, hopeful, and looking for help, right as the phones began to ring. The family stepped into the lobby with sleepy faces and a stroller. The little boy rubbed his eyes. The mother held a small backpack close. The father looked at the front desk, then at the signs, unsure where to go first. Ava walked forward with a warm smile. Good morning, she said gently. Welcome. Mr. Carter stood by her side and remembered the new order. He smiled too. Can I offer you some water first? He asked. You look tired from travel. The father's shoulders relaxed. Yes, please, he said. Luis brought 4 cups. The bellhop offered to hold the stroller for a moment so the mother could stretch her hands. Maria came closer with a friendly map and pointed to the restroom. No one asked for IDs yet. No one rushed the family. The lobby felt softer, like a kind hand on a busy day. After a minute, Ava asked, How can we help you today? The father took a breath. We have a booking, he said, but our flight was delayed. We arrived much later than planned. We need a crib for the baby and we hope the room is quiet. Thank you for telling us, Mr. Carter said. We will take care of it. He turned to Maria. Can we check a quiet floor and a crib? On it, Maria said, fingers moving fast on the keyboard. Ava watched, pleased. The steps were simple, yet the effect was strong. The family felt seen before anything else. The lobby rhythm changed, slow, steady, human. Maria looked up. We have one quiet corner room, she said, but I need 5 minutes to move a crib there. I can help carry it, Luis said. I'll guide the family to the lounge, the bellhop added. There is tea and fruit. Ava nodded with gratitude. She turned to the mother. Would you like a small, quiet spot to sit while we prepare your room? The mother smiled with relief. Yes, she said. Thank you. The team moved like a small orchestra, gentle, coordinated, with calm notes. Mr. Carter stood near the desk and felt the difference in his own chest. The morning stress began to melt. Kind first, then details. It worked. The travel writer watched from a chair. He did not scribble. He simply smiled and sipped tea, like a guest who had found an easy story. People choosing to do the right thing in a simple way. Maria gave a small signal. All set, she said. Quiet room, crib ready, extra towels and a kettle for warm water. Mr. Carter thanked her and turned to the family. Your room is ready now, he said. We added a kettle for the baby's needs. If you need milk or soft food later, the kitchen can help. The father put a hand on his heart. You saved our morning, he said. Thank you. They headed to the elevators with the bellhop who walked at the family's pace, not his own. When the doors closed, the lobby exhaled. Ava looked at the team. This is the work, she said softly. This is why we are here. Mr. Carter faced his staff. I want to say something, he said. I judged too fast earlier. I am sorry. From now on, I choose this order. Greet, help, ask. If you see me slip, please remind me. We lead together. Maria nodded, eyes bright. Luis gave a thumbs up. The clerk smiled. Ava opened her folder and pulled out a 1-page plan. Here is a simple schedule, she said. 10 minutes each shift for kindness practice. 1 minute at the start of every hour to reset the smile. Small habits become culture. Mr. Carter read the page and lifted his eyes. Let us begin now. Ava closed the folder and glanced at the lobby doors where new guests were arriving with light bags and hopeful faces. She turned back to Mr. Carter. Walk with me? She asked. Let us welcome them together, side by side. She held out her hand, not to lead, not to command, but to stand beside him as partners. Ava and Mr. Carter stepped toward the entrance together. The glass doors opened and closed like calm waves. Each time the lobby took a breath and welcomed someone new. The team stood a little taller, ready with the simple order in their minds. Greet, help, ask. A couple entered with small backpacks and bright eyes. Welcome, Ava said, smiling first. How can we help today? We're early, the woman said. Just here to leave our bags. Of course, Mr. Carter replied. Let us store your bags and suggest a short walk nearby while your room gets ready. He handed them a neat card with a mini-map. Maria placed tags on their bags and gave a claim ticket. Only then did she ask for the last name to attach to the booking. The couple thanked the team and left the lobby with excited steps. Near the seating area, a senior guest looked at the elevator with worry. Luis approached softly. "Hello," he said first. "May I help you?" "I'm not good with elevators," the guest said. "I can ride with you," Luis replied. "We can go at your pace." He walked the guest to the elevator, pressing the button with care and chatting lightly about the city's parks. The doors closed on a gentle smile. The travel writer stood and approached the desk. "May I ask that one question now?" he said. "Please," Ava answered, open and calm. "What changed in this lobby today?" he asked, pen ready. Ava looked at the team, then back to him. "We changed our first step," she said. "We greet, then we help, then we ask. Small order, big feeling." The writer nodded. "Simple and clear," he said. "May I take one photo of the sign?" Mr. Carter pointed to the new card on the counter. "Kindness first, greet, help, ask." The writer snapped a single picture. No flash, no fuss. A delivery driver came in with boxes for housekeeping. The bellhop met him halfway. "Hi there," he said first. "Let me guide you to the service door." The driver smiled with relief. "Thanks. I never know where to go in hotels." "Now you do," the bellhop said, holding open the staff hallway door. The phones rang again. Maria answered with the first word that now came easily. "Welcome." She listened, took notes, and only after helping did she ask for the booking code. The call ended with a thank you on both sides. Ava watched all of it like a quiet conductor. "Habits are forming," she said to Mr. Carter. He nodded. "I can feel it," he said. "The lobby sounds the same, but it feels different." The travel writer put away his pen. "I will not write names," he said kindly. "Only the idea. I think readers will like the simple order. It works for a hotel. It also works for life." "Thank you for your care," Ava said. "We appreciate your respect." A small group of new hires entered the lobby for their first day. They gathered near the staff door, unsure. Ava lifted a hand in greeting. "Welcome to your new home," she said. "We have a short practice session in 10 minutes. Mr. Carter added, "Today you will learn 3 words that guide everything. Greet, help, ask." As the group smiled, the front desk phone buzzed with an internal call. Maria picked up, listened, then glanced at Mr. Carter with raised brows. "It's the brand office," she whispered. "They'd like a quick update, and they asked if the majority owner is available now." Ava met Mr. Carter's eyes. The lobby was steady. The team was ready. She gave a calm nod. "Please transfer the call," she said, placing the folder on the counter and opening it to the final page. Maria transferred the call. Ava lifted the receiver with a calm smile. "Good morning," she said. "This is Ava." On the other end, the brand office thanked her for the visit and asked how the day was going. Ava spoke in clear, simple words. "The team is strong," she said. "We are building one habit: greet, help, ask. The lobby feels warm." She listened, then nodded. "Yes, I am ready to confirm the transition." She set the receiver down and turned to Mr. Carter and the team. "The brand office welcomes our plan," she said. "They have added extra training slots for next week. Also, they ask for one photo of the lobby team. A small celebration of new energy." The travel writer smiled from a few steps away. "May I take it for you?" he asked. Ava looked to Mr. Carter. He gave a quick, happy nod. "Yes," he said. "Please." The team gathered near the water wall. The bellhop fixed the welcome sign. Louis stood slightly to the side, hands open at ease. Maria centered the small placard that read "Kindness First." 2 housekeepers joined from the hallway, still in neat uniforms, eyes bright from the good morning. "Before the photo," Ava said softly, "I want to say one thing as your new majority owner." The lobby got quiet. Not tense, just listening. "I did not want to lead with titles," she said. "I wanted to lead with people. Today you showed who you are, calm, helpful, and kind. This hotel can be a simple place of rest in a busy city. We will make that true with small actions every hour, every guest." She glanced at Mr. Carter. He met her eyes and spoke from the heart. "I judged too fast when you arrived," he said. "Thank you for meeting me with grace. I will practice the order every day. I will protect this culture." Ava nodded. "Growth is brave," she repeated. The writer lifted his camera. "On 3, he said. 1, 2. Greet, help, ask. The team laughed at the gentle twist and smiled. The photo clicked once and it felt enough. A family returning from a morning walk paused to clap quietly. A couple from earlier waved. The senior guest from the elevator gave a thumbs up. The vibe in the lobby was not loud or grand. It was steady, like a low flame that warms a room without smoke. Ava placed a small card on the counter for guests to see. Our promise. We greet first, we help next, we ask last. If we forget, please remind us. Maria read it and smiled. This makes guests part of the welcome, she said. I like that. Luis rolled in a small stand. On it sat a new sign with simple letters, kindness first. He set it by the flowers. Even the water wall seemed to whisper a lighter note. The travel writer tucked away his notebook. I'll share only the idea, he said. No names, just the lesson. Thank you, Ava replied. That is very kind. As noon neared, the lobby settled into its new rhythm. A child pointed at the sign and asked what it meant. The bellhop knelt to eye level and explained, It means we say hello before anything else. The child grinned and said hello back. Ava closed her folder at last. She did not rush to leave. She walked the floor once more, greeting the staff by name. She thanked the housekeepers for the clean room. She thanked Maria for her calm hands at the desk. She thanked Luis for his gentle presence. Then she turned to Mr. Carter. We will meet again next week, she said. Same plan. Small steps, strong habit, Mr. Carter offered his hand. It was not a stiff handshake now, but a steady one. We'll be ready, he said. Ava looked around the lobby, the flowers, the quiet sign, the team's easy smiles. This, she said softly, is how a hotel becomes a home. She walked to the glass doors. The city light washed in. As she stepped out, the team returned to their posts, already practicing the 3 steps. A guest entered, looked unsure for a heartbeat, and then heard the words that now came first, clear and warm. Welcome. How can we help you today?